Situated in western Colorado, just northwest of Meeker, is Unit 22, a unit populated by elk, deer, and antelope. Between its 130 miles of trails and abundance of county roads, Unit 22 is a highly accessible unit for public land hunting. Approximately 73% of the unit's 632,000 acres is public land. Due to its close proximity to the Roan Plateau, this unit can be physically demanding, especially around the deep canyons that the mountains have to offer. With that said, if you are confident in your physical ability, you have a huge advantage to sneak into those remote areas where the hunting pressure is low. Trophy mule deer are harvested from this unit every year with the average quality between 150 inches and 170 inches and the maximum trophy potential 180 inches plus. There is a substantial amount of hunting pressure in this unit due to the availability of over-the-counter elk tags, which needs to be considered when planning a later season hunt, as the deer will feel pressured and move into the thicker timber. Archery season for deer is best approached at the higher elevations before the weather cools down and pushes them into the lower elevations. The temperatures can reach a staggering 90 plus degrees during archery season, so be prepared to pre-scout those bedding areas since the deer are not active during the extreme heat of the day. Early mornings and late evenings are going to be your best plan for success in the earlier season. The current buck-to-doe ratio is 33 to 100. Similar to mule deer, the elk are also directly influenced per the weather patterns. The higher elevations are populated more densely with elk in the warmer climate, where they can forage for food easily. The lower canyons and open country lands of Unit 22 are infiltrated by elk as the weather cools down and food becomes sparse. The rut time is a great time to display your skill as a master hunter, either by bugling or decoy hunting. Elk feel pressured into the thick woodlands as people descend into their habitat along the roads and meadows. The average quality elk in Unit 22 varies anywhere between 260 to 300 inches. The current bull-to-cow ratio is 24 to 100. When planning your antelope hunting trip to Colorado Unit 22, a few factors should come to mind. Currently, there is only an archery season for antelope in this unit, but it is a month-long season and the tags are available over the counter. Unit 22 contains open country land covered in shrub vegetation and various species of grass to provide an ideal roaming ground for the antelope. The rolling prairie-like hills in the western region of the unit paint an antelope paradise, and water sources are located nearby. Unit 22 has been described as a very tough unit to maneuver through if you are not in shape. There are large canyons and rocky ridges that make it difficult to successfully navigate in an agile manner without spooking the deer or elk you are hunting. As is standard in Colorado, the higher elevations contain an evergreen forest mix of spruce, pines, and firs. The middle elevations are covered in sagebrush, scrub oak, and pinyon pine, and the lower territory is a mix of oak brush and juniper. The big game animals are going to migrate to where the food is plentiful. The unit is bound on the east side by State Highway 13, while on the northern border is the White River. There are several intertwining county and lease roads. The lease roads are for the oil and gas industry that are present in this unit, but the majority of these roads have public access and can aid hunters in reaching their destination. The roads are primarily well maintained, but during wet conditions they can become difficult to drive without a four-wheel drive vehicle.